Virgo, welcome to your AstroLecture, Episode 6. If you need any additional personal readings or any spiritual coaching, my information can be found down in the description box below. So Virgo, it's all about the grand design right now. We all know the truth is in the details. Some would say the devil's in the details, the God is in the details. The shadow is in the details, the light is in the details. Get to the details, Virgo. Virgo is all about the details. You know, when God created the heavenly plane and the earthly plane, He was very detailed. Everything was set there for a reason. All God's creations are perfect in His eyes. So whatever purpose we were put here for, you have to think about. You know, Virgo diversions. Think of human growth and development class and having to explain the concept of the male sperm and the egg. There's so many sperm trying to get to one egg, so you're even lucky to be here. That's how detailed and specific life is, Virgo. Alright. Grounding your energy today for the Astro Lecture, we have a High Priestess. Someone very knowledgeable. Someone that deals in mysticism and occultism. Maybe even a spiritual leader or guru of some aspect. Wise intelligence. Dreams and visions, clairvoyance as well. Someone that has accurate intelligence. Spiritual intelligence. Spiritual endurance and accuracy as well. This is a spiritual leader. Modern day, this person would be someone that reads a lot, a librarian, maybe even someone high in the legal field as well. Could also deal in consulting, spiritualism, natural witchery, you know, teas, tinctures, that sort of thing, natural herbalism, great spiritual insight. And the Two of Wands. Twos are about balance. They're about stabilization, particularly waiting. And this Two of Wands. Wands are about action, pursuit, taking action or taking pursuit, the physicality of things. Basically, a person is just standing here at this moment, or this could be stationary. Grounding this reading again with the High Priestess. The High Priestess does not move. The High Priestess she doesn't even stand. She sits there, and people are attracted to her presence. So this could be online presence, or this person sitting in front of a mirror or some sort of a crystal ball. We get the world here, so this could be the internet, laptop, mobile devices, things like that. A window, or a window of opportunity to take action or to travel, making plans. All right, and we have Nine of Wands, exerting a lot of physical effort at this time, pretty much jumping out the window. With the imagery here of the Two of Wands, this could actually be someone staring out the window and jumping out of the window. So that's exerting a lot of effort here. May have some type of innate talent or some type of innate skill, an Olympian or a gymnast, some type of sprinter or a gymnastics expert. Could be some type of fighter as well. Very guarded individual. We would call this the wounded warrior. So someone that goes through a lot of life experiences. Getting a lot of fire here. Getting a long road ahead or a long road left behind. A lot of experience gain has brought a lot of confidence. Very spirited individual. Very glowing individual as well. I mean, this brings a lot of talent. If this person is glowing so much, it must have a lot of talent. Going from the Two of Wands to the Nine of Wands, that's a lot of, like, could be years, could be 7 years. I don't know whether this is, I'm getting a fear here, or like I'm impressed. That's funny. They often say that what is it? Power and respect or something like that. And I'm actually getting that vibe. But we have, oh, this is admiration. We have Two of Cups. Masculine. Okay. So we have an immature masculine that evolved into a mature masculine and is finding himself or finding herself and is coming in contact with either himself or herself again and falling in love with themselves or learning their talent or practicing self-love or whatever form of spiritualism here. Again, maybe a guarded individual, maybe very introverted, but they're experiencing emotional expansion. They're trying to come out of their shell, or they're trying to experience some form of communication of love. Someone is coming in, they're triggering you is what I'm getting. They're triggering this love within you that either you or this person or whoever this story is about, multiple stories here. But this one is like sort of very specific for whatever reason. There's like a resistance. It's like a C. It's almost like having blind faith, where the person is like very intent on like not believing in something. Like, oh, I have to see it to believe it. But this person is coming across this energy, probably something that they probably not used to feeling or seeing. And they're like, they're not running from it, but they're fighting it. Pretty typical. Could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's funny. Alright, what is this? An AstroLecture for Virgo? What is it? Virgos are very timid though. And their love is very particular. They're very adamant about the type of things that they want. They're very particular or expressive about it. Like, I think when I tend to think of Virgos, I tend to think of those type of people that have a laundry list of do's and don't when they enter a relationship, so that you know what type of energy or know what type of person they are. So a strong message to give. And again, this could be the type of person that you're dealing with. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Knight of Swords is, we all know sword suit is about communication and delivering messages and whatnot, mental thought and things like that. This is a strong speaker though, coming in on the white horse with the sword raised. This is a very expressive individual. With the Page of Wands, right? Very spirited speaker. Could be. We often think of the Page of Wands as an amateur or a novice as well, or someone with a carefree attitude. The Page of Wands is somewhat spiritually inclined. Again, with this being Virgos tend to be very timid. They have to make sure all the traps are broken before they enter. What is the movie called with the guy Indiana Jones? And the Temple of the Crystal Skull or something like that. I probably like said 3 movies in one. But very interesting reading here, Virgo. I'm gonna pull 5 more cards to see what the AstroLecture wants to bring in. 2 of Wands. Here you go, being shy again, or timid, or blocking off your emotions. You're using your mind to block off your emotions. That's interesting. Scientists used to believe back in the day that thoughts were governed by the heart. Hence, that's why we have Ma'at and some of the oldest and most religious figures. They weigh the heart out on the Libra scale versus a feather, or they weigh out the heart and the mind on the scale to see if you let your heart rule your emotions or if you let your mind rule your emotions. Are you that of the world? Are you dwelling in the world? Exactly. Clairvoyance here. The World card. Expansion. Spiritual awareness and downloads. Creativity and abundance. A sort of celebrity as well. You have a lot of eyes on you right now. Your spirit guides are speaking to you. This person can also speak to animals. This person brings balance as well, I'm getting with this card. The world can also symbolize full circle or wholeness. We get the symbol 0. I would say number, but I try to teach people that letters and numbers were actually symbols that were classified into, just like people were classified into white, black, Spanish, Mexican symbols were classified and put into different categories, numbers and letters and shapes and things like that. Another form or a different dimension of spiritual awareness you may have not had 10 seconds ago. Moon energy, dealing with occult knowledge and spiritualism, revealing things. Someone bringing you their cup, bringing you their intelligence, bringing you their creativity. 11:11 here on the clock. Spiritual advice I'm getting as well. Funny, I haven't gotten consultant or anything like that, or any type of spiritual guru. This is more like an equal give and take. So you could be dealing with a partnership of some sorts. We have 222 here on the board. So yeah, most definitely a has to be some type of twin flame of soulmate energy here, which often triggers anxiety and emotional disbelief, mental illness and things like that. The soul trying to bound itself back together. And you know, the legend of the runner. The runner and the chaser. 222. We have the chaser and the runner. There could be a union here if they work on themselves. That's why it's always important to practice self-trust, self-love, cultivate self-knowledge, learn something new every day, expand your horizons, and keep a clear channel. You may even want to travel at some point. Here with the World card. Getting investments. There's no money here on the board. The Tower card. Could be a sudden change up in anything. Could be your finances, your spirituality. Could be your home. This is more like a surprise, something that you didn't see coming. The universe stepped in and caused this. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad luck situation, but something that you really need to pay attention to. You won't be able to avoid it. It's going to be like right in your face. Yeah, I'm not catching any subtleness here at all. It's like a lightning bolt striking, something that you can't see. Maybe like if you're traveling, make sure you're traveling sober. Hard work here. Stabilizing your finances. Building. Reaching past the halfway mark I'm getting as well. Garnering a fair amount of success as well. Taking a lot of effort. 8s are about recurring energy as well. The infinity. So hard work, something that you have to keep doing over and over again. If you're not going to do it for your for yourself, who are you going to do it for? Someone else. So working on your mastery here. This is where the money comes in. Could be a slight shake-up in the finances or your foundation. A moment or a chance to rebuild is what I'm getting. Often tearing down old structures to rebuild even greater structures, like they tell you with your bones, right? Yeah. It's like a bounce back of somewhat. You're looking back on your finances. So just when I thought any money messages were coming in this reading, they all started coming out at the tail end. Working on yourself and looking over your finances. Looking over your investments or looking over your strategy is what I'm getting. Building more of a boundaries Yeah, they came out wrong. Structuring is what I'm getting. Building more boundaries and structuring your business more. Or structuring your personal development. This could be writing a book. Alright, let's pull in some oracle messages here. For the AstroLecture episode 6 for the Virgo. And this is actually how I view Virgo. This could be paintbrushes or pens or pencils. Always writing down notes and notating everything, the details. Very timid and virgin personality, but you'd be surprised. Indeed, very goddess-like as well when you catch them at their highest vibrational frequency. Do we have grounding and reading? No doubt. Yeah, definitely something positive. You rarely catch a Virgo in a bad mood because they tend to protect their energy. 11 here. Yeah, definitely dealing with a soulmate energy, twin flame energy, whatever you want to call it. VIP, someone you want to pay attention to that may be able to upgrade your finances, upgrade your spirituality, upgrade you physically, mentally. These are the type of relationships that cultivate genius. Wow, so 2, 2, 2, 2. But of course, this type of this type of vibrational frequency brings a lot of frustration and things like that. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life now. At a distance, this would be travel. Definitely travel here. Coming in swiftly and harshly. Also wanting to make a move. This could even be a layover. Or swords and thoughts. Contracts. Maybe having to cancel plane tickets. Or layover. Switch from one plane to another. One company to another. Yeah, this has something to do with traveling or meeting up with either your life partner, your soul partner, or maybe a group of friends that you're building a business with of some sorts. Yeah, this is definitely something that happened. It's getting in the way. You have to stay positive. Alright. Finances and career, true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Get that here with the 2 of Cups and all these dang 4s that keep popping up. That's 4 2s, which would be 8, which would be abundance. Something that's going to bring you abundance. We also have pay attention to the red flags, Virgo. The signs are cautioning you. You are very particular about the things that you want and the things that you don't want. You take note, you give it a second glance, and even receive a second opinion sometimes when you don't trust yourself. So, pay attention to the red flags. And this is, of course, how you bring in whatever type of partnership. It doesn't have to be a love relationship or anything like that. It could be a business relationship. You pay attention to the type of person that you are. Pay attention to the type of people that you are seeing around you, the opportunities, and you take advantage. People can't get mad at you because you take advantage of the opportunities that you have around you. You have more power, you have more wisdom, you have more insight than people. Then, what does it mean to be highly gifted or chosen or visible? Do you or do you not want to be the High Priestess? If everyone was the High Priestess, what would the point be of the High Priestess? I know what the moral of the story is. We should all be High Priestess and we should all be walking in our power, but at the end of the day, we're all not doing that. Moonology, closing messages. Sometimes we let our mind wander and we try to decode messages and things that we shouldn't really even be concerned with. Me myself learning a few little more key details over the past couple weeks, being in my Virgo energy, looking more closely into my details and the aspects of myself and what actually makes up me, the environment that I was raised in, the people around me, helps me gain greater insight and more perspective on the trajectory of things. Grounding moonology, we have this almost looked like a wolf for a moment, but there's no wolf in Western astrology, right? We have it in Chinese astrology. So I look at my Chinese astrology, I look at my oak tree astrology, I look at my Vedic birth chart astrology, I look at my Draconic birth chart astrology, I look at different types of astrology. I want to get into like shell divination and things like that, more palm divination. I friggin' hold my deck so much. I notice when I'm watching my readings looking like a weirdo, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Which is past life regression, and this should actually be a crystal ball, which I don't have one, which is hence why I'm always doing like this with my deck when I should actually have a crystal ball, and I should have purchased one a year ago when I thought about it. I even have the little tiny ones here. Confirmation. But, yeah, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Dealing in your brother or your sisterly energy here. More earth energy, being practical about the tangibles and the real life aspect of how we're living on earth. We need to put a roof over our heads. We need to put food in our stomachs. And we need a adequate, actionable plan to do that. Keep a vision board. Full moon in Taurus. We're just coming off of a full moon as well. Pisces. So dream big and think big and create a big plan. Alright. We got communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Could be dealing with twins or dealing with a Gemini. Someone that likes to talk a lot. Alright. Could also be dealing with a Cancer. We have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Structuring your home at this time. Saving as well. Grounding the reading with Taurus, that deals in luxury, so you have to save in order to gain finances. We have 2222. More confirmations in regards to collaboration, duality, peace as well. Group something, dealing with group activity. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Alright. Communication is key. You and your loved ones are safe. Take time to breathe out. It actually took me a little bit of time off myself. So good advice. Feel a little bit better. Dealing practicality at this time. We're closing the year off strong. So we're all going to be balancing our checkbooks and looking back on hot boy and hot girl summering and wondering what a time has passed, but it slowly comes and goes. I like to wave at it. Yep. So hopefully you enjoyed your AstroLecture episode 6 today, Virgo. Pulled any insights you needed from the reading at this time. If you need any additional readings or any personal coaching, that information can be found down in the description box below. And check out the rest of the readings on the channel as well. Catch you guys later. Peace.